unusual way, I guess. And when I say unusual, I guess it was unusual in that we did not get into Sundance. And it was sort of the film, of all the films we made, we thought, wow, that's our Sundance movie, and I still think it should have been there, and it didn't get in. And generally, that's kind of the kiss of death for an American independent film. So we did get into Berlin, which is great, but at the time, now this is 4 years ago, 3 years ago, I forget. And now it's become the European film market has become a great market. It was much less so back then. It was not a film where American buyers went. And the film screened incredibly well there, and we did great, and even got offers from foreign sales agents and even some individual European territories, but no American buyers. We came out of the festival with a certain amount of buzz, a very good variety review that even projected favorable box office, etc., etc. So coming back from Berlin, we got a lot of phone calls, including from Harvey's office saying how he wants to see the film. And we sat around and tried to strategize and how to capitalize on that situation. And essentially what happens is that a North American deal greatly augments the value of your foreign territories. A lot of European or international buyers look at what, who distributes a film in North America, and because a lot of that attention, they hope to spill over and have their release. So we heard, or we knew from a certain point on that we were going to be in Tribeca. And we, as producers, decided not to show the film to anybody before Tribeca, which was a big gamble because it was about 2 or 3 months away. And obviously all the attention we might have gotten, all the energy out of Berlin would probably be gone at that point. And Tribeca was and still is not a marketplace festival. Yeah, buyers go, but not really decision makers, not really in a systematic way, and there had not really been any significant acquisitions out of Tribeca. But we decided, look, this film plays very well with an audience, let's wait, and have people see it with an audience and try to gain that momentum back and not show the film to anybody. And it's a sort of a big decision to not show your film to buyers when they express interest. And you're coming out of a festival with momentum. And it's a big thing to say no to Harvey. And so Harvey said he really wants to see the film. If you could send a DVD. And we said, no, we're not going to send a DVD. And he said, okay, send it, because we want to see him, of course, have him see the film in optimum conditions. And so he said, well, send a print, he's going to screen it. And we said, no, we're not going to do that either. So, and then they start streaming, etc. But we stood fast. And then Toronto comes, and Tribeca comes, and we are, I don't know, not opening film, but early on in the festival, and we have an incredible premiere. It's like a big theater, I don't know where, even some venue, doesn't matter, 800 people, incredible. I mean, standing ovations, crazy, Felicity's there, everybody, and it's fantastic. No bias in the room, right? Nobody sees it. But of course, now word is out, in the course of a festival, word gets out. So Harvey's office calls, and they say, Harvey wants to see the movie, if we could send the DVD. And we said, well, no, but there's another screening 2 days from now, and he's very much invited to attend. And he says, no, he doesn't watch movies at Tribeca, but if we could send a print. And we said, no, we're not going to send a print. And they said, okay, he's going to organize and pay for a screening, and we can invite all the buyers outside of the festival. And we said, no, we want you to see that film with a festival audience. And then they scream in the end. And 2 hours later, the festival calls us and said, just wanting to inform you that everything has been properly arranged for Harvey's screening. We're like, what screening? And they say, yeah, the Winston Company had called, well, Miramax at the time, Miramax had called, and that you were okay with releasing the print. We said, no, we're not okay with releasing the print. So after we had stopped that, they call again and they scream some more, and he said, well, look, on Tuesday is another screening, and again he's welcome to go. Tuesday arrives, and we go to the screening room, and it's the smallest, shittiest room you've ever seen. It fits like 12 and a half people, and it's in the afternoon, and it is half empty. And now, of course, everybody is there. I mean, Bob Burney was picture house at the time, and Mark Gill, and Warner Independent at the time, and so on and so forth. And we are like, it's so horrible, I mean, we had this amazingly spectacular screening with 800 people, and we are in this shitty room. And obviously no Harvey. And then we're sort of outside, and we're very depressed. And then just the second before the movie starts, there's like a whole entourage of Miramax people shows up, like a whole team of acquisitions people. And they come up to me and said, well, and even sort of apologetic, said, well, Harvey had a black tie event tonight and he couldn't make it, but everybody's here and we had such good things about the film. But again, he couldn't make it himself. And then he turns the corner. So I look over that woman's shoulder and I said, I'm not sure, but if you turn around, I think your boss just arrived. And she's like, oh my God. So he comes. And he sits down, and he's now, of course, sort of the 800-pound gorilla in the room, and everybody is. I don't know if you've ever been in his presence, but he's a powerful man, and sort of a great sort of signal persona in our business. So he sits down, and the lights go down, and again, I don't know. You see every floor in the movie so much bigger, and it was very, very nerve-wracking. 5 minutes into the movie, he gets up and leaves. Right. And I'm like, okay, that fuck, After we had said no to him so many times, he's now here basically to destroy us, because he leaves like the air of the room. And, but then he comes back. And he does that like 3-4 times. I don't know if he has a weak bladder or got phone contact. So the screening ends, and I don't even know if he's there or not, it's semi-heart attack. And I'm just sort of sitting here, sort of staring into empty space when our publicist comes to me and said, fantastic screening. And I said, you must be joking. No, it wasn't. He said, no, fantastic screening. And all I know is that Harvey left the screening at the end, and then they were handing out these little paper poll things where you have to sort of vote for the audience award, and some poor kid wanted to give him this poll, and he just walked past him. He said, I don't need a poll, it's a great fucking movie. I said, well, that's a good sign, I think. I said, my publicist, I said, yeah, maybe. So anyway, so we came out, and then all the Miramax acquisition people came over and said, we're going to buy the movie, and you're going to have an offer tomorrow. And